And welcome back to Terraria Blue Mage playthrough. Our last episode, well, it was a failure. I was trying to make progress, get new weapons, and I failed left, right, and center. And before you ask, no, Orbo isn't here because today is a recap episode. We are not gaming. Plus, he needs a break from all the Sonic racing we've been doing. I think we've overloaded him. So today is just going to be a quick recap of what I've done, and get ready for next episode, which is the beginning of a boss fight gauntlet. So, off camera, I said I would get some weapons, some things we need. All that good stuff, right? Well, I did it. I collected, I farmed gnomes for money. I perished many times, but I have my arsenal ready. So, let's start off with the beginning. These two, my sorcerer emblem and my weak laser. You get these items from the Wall of Flesh. And as you saw, we fought the Wall of Flesh, 4 times, and the last one we had a victory. We also perished in the same fight. It was nice, it was an epic fight, and it means that I could actually farm it, unlike some of the other ones. So I fought it, and fought it, and fought it. After 4 victories, we got the emblem we were seeking, the Sorcerer emblem, to increase our damage. After another 2 victories, so 6 in total, we got our weak laser rifle. Now, you might be saying, how's the laser rifle blue magic? Well, as you can see, it's pretty much the same laser the Wall of Flesh uses, but you don't shoot it from your eyes, you shoot it from a gun. So I'm counting it as an eye laser, just imagine it's coming from my eyes and not a gun, and it's basically the same thing. This is one of my iffy blue mage spells, but we really needed it, so I did it. Now, you may have noticed, I said it took 6 victories to get this. How many fights did I actually do? It was 14. I fought the Wall of Flesh 14 times and I won 6. Luckily though, I did get my rifle, so yay! New blue mage spell acquired, and we needed it. Because after this, it was time for our next weapon, and this did help. That was... drumroll, non-existent. The Frost Staff. Now the Frost Staff, as you can see, perfectly mimics the attack of ice elementals. And this one was pretty easy to farm up. Yes, I have a broom, I'm only using it to show around, otherwise this would take forever. So my first thought was, oh, underground ice, right? We got this nice beautiful cavern, being corrupted by the Crimson, but hey, maybe that will help to our advantage. It did not. It took so long. And I got some good items. I got a turtle shell for defense. Not gonna need it, probably. I got some ice bows, some ice swords. I got a lot of goodies, but I wasn't getting my ice staff. So what I instead decided to do was come here, use a shadow candle. Which, in case you don't know, shadow candles... one second. Orbo wants me for something. And we're back. Sorry, Orbo needed me to confirm some adjustments we're making to my cooling system because of Final Fantasy. Don't ask. Just don't ask. The video comes out tomorrow, you'll see what I mean if you watch it. So anyways, we have a Shadow Candle, which is candle plus Demonite bars or Crimtane bars, real easy. And it nullifies the spawning or despawning properties of a house. Meaning that because there's people here, enemies want to spawn, Shadow Candle, they can spawn. And because of this, I was able to have a perfect flat layer for enemies to spawn, so I just would stand here, literally stand here, and using my laser, I would just do this. And I would occasionally use the rope to do this. It worked out pretty well. Unfortunately, I did not have the best of luck because we have like 5 sets of Eskimo gear. We got 2 Whiff Charms. Got I don't know how many Amarocks. Basically, we got everything but the staff we were looking for. And the staff was a more common item, and I didn't get it over the frostbow. So, many hours of farming later, I think it was 5 in total between the underground and above ground, and we finally got our frost staff. So another new item, which I will come up with a name for, I promise. Seems pretty powerful, so we'll see how it compares. I mean, it does more damage and more crit, but I don't know if it pierces. We'll have to test this later. Anyways, So that's half of our items acquired. That took me forever to acquire, so it's a good thing I did off camera. Now we have 2 more, and these are some of the key items to have in a mage playthrough. The first one being, I'm not calling it, but this beautiful weapon right here. This weapon applies Ichor debuff, which, if you've never played Terraria, reduces the defense of enemies afflicted with it. And nearly every enemy and boss in the game is weak to Ichor. It's an amazing weapon. You craft it from a book you buy from a wizard, which, by the way, we did find the wizard in our ice biome escapades, and a bookshelf, and then you need some Ichor, and you get that from Ichor stickers, or Ichor stickers as I like to call them. And those are also pretty easy to farm. I just went down here, found a nice little evil part, which we were already building into, and I got to right here, and it was a perfect little pocket to farm them up. I did die quite a few times, but it was worth it, because this is one of the most powerful weapons we'll use to the end of the game. And luckily, it mimics the attack of an Ichor sticker or Ichor sticker perfectly. So we have actually a good weapon we'll use to the very end. We did find a mimic, got life drained from it, but there's no attack that mimics life drain, so I have no use for it. It was sad, but hey, what you gonna do? And with that, we needed but one more weapon I was trying to get. The Nimbus Rod, and this is also an amazing weapon I'll use probably till almost the end of the game. And so is Rain Clouds and Rains, and that rain is damaging. This is the exact attack the Nimbus Clouds actually do. So yeah, I can't... Now the thing with Nimbus Clouds is, as I learned, only 2 can spawn at a time. So having only 2 of these clouds actually mimics the quote-unquote spell perfectly. Now how did I farm this? Well, if you remember, I was over here trying to farm it. It was not working out very well. I built up, and it was not working well. Until I placed a shadow candle. After that, we were getting Nimbus spawns. It took a while, but we were actually getting them. We were just high enough to almost only get flying fish and Nimbus spawns. It was beautiful. But it took nearly 100 Nimbus spawns to get the rod. And that took, I think, 6 hours in total to farm. Even with the gnome here blessing me with his luck. So, with that done, we have all of our weapons. We have our Nimbus and our, not calling it what it's called, for debuffing and just constant damage. And then we have our 2 damaging abilities with the Frost Staff and the Weak Laser, or Laser. Overall, this means we're in a much better place than we were, well, for the last 3 episodes or so. Now, that's not all I did, obviously. I went and got, besides a whole bunch of money for reforging, the adamantite gear. I wish it was titanium because I think titanium looks a million times better. But it's still an upgrade to our current armor. Let's see, our magic was doing 31 damage with 44 crit. Now it's 36 with a 51 crit. And we have more armor, 36 versus what? 36 versus 21. That's a huge bump to our armor bonus. More damage, more crit, and our set bonus is reduced mana cost. It's a nice upgrade, and it has a little bit of movement speed. So it's a huge upgrade to our armor. We won't instantly perish, I hope. Now to find this was actually really simple. I did the old Terraria trick. You might be asking, what do I mean by that? Well, if we come all the way down to the underworld, which, by the way, once you enter hard mode, is your best friend. That's not even a joke. Everywhere else will insta-kill you. So if we come down... Yeah, part of our base for our little miner friend got turned into Orichalcum. Unfortunate, but you know what? It gave us a nice little spawn. If we keep falling, and it's about the same fall speed... I do wish Arbor was here to take some of this pressure to commentate off me. It's been so nice having him around. Anyways, here we are, in the underworld. Now, of course you won't have the ability to fly. I mean, oh, that's why I missed the wings. I can get that later. But anyways, if you're in the underworld and you haven't fully explored, you can just walk around here, use your grapple hook you should have, and you'll find pockets of it all over the place. I mean, heck, there was a pocket, yeah, right here. This was some adamantite, there was some orichalcum. Basically, it's the safest place you can farm it up. And all you gotta do is move, move, move. Oh wait, there's a little bit right there. Mine, mine, mine. It's an old Terrarian trick. And it still works beautifully to this day, because all the metal just replaces stone. And what do we have here? Stone. And of course, minecarts are your best friend. You find one, you hop on it, you ride, and let's see if we can find a natural spawn. Nope, nope, nope. Actually, right there. Look at that. Some orichalcum. And it's just that easy. Of course, it takes a whole lot to make everything you need. You need to turn your forge into an adamantite forge. You need to make an anvil for your orichalcum anvil to upgrade your materials. It took a lot. Now, if I had proper fishing gear, I would have simply fished up a lot of it. But I haven't found the angler yet. So there's no real point in that. But with that taken care of, we have our armor, and of course, I prefer drills to pickaxes, so we can mine up, proper material. And then of course, we got some money together for reforging. Because we have an emblem we need to reforge, we have some weapons we need to reforge to make them incredibly powerful, and then we need, I forgot to do this, get some wings to replace our balloons. But that's easy. I'm just going to farm harpies. And in case you don't know, harpies spawn on sky islands. So I just go to this sky island right here. Harpies will spawn, get a harpy feather, because technically we're using harpy blue magic to fly. And then we gotta find a wyvern. So it'll also be a perfect time to test out my weapons. Don't worry, I'll show you how it goes next episode. But yes, I have done it. I have upgraded myself, except for the wings. I forgot. My bad. We have two incredibly powerful weapons, and one weapon I'm looking forward to using, because I used a laser to farm up this one. I'm actually really curious to see how powerful this frost staff is. Seems like it might be decent, and what better subject to test on it than the wyvern. But of course that's not all I'm going to do off camera, because we got some bosses to do. That's right, it's time to take on the mechanical trio. Now, I will be taking on Destroyer first. It's my favorite and easiest fight. I know a couple tricks around it. And it'll also be a good test to see how strong we are. If we could beat Destroyer, we could probably beat Skeletron Prime and the Twins. If we can't, then I'm probably going to have to use some tricks to beat Destroyer and get the armor to increase my ability to dodge, to then maybe defeat Skeletron and the Twins. But yes, I am making progress. It just took me, all told, like 14 hours to do all, well actually no, let's see. I clocked at 5 hours for the laser, for the frost staff, 6 hours for the cloud, so that's 11 right there. It took me another 2 hours or so to get all the metal because, although the underworld's a great place to find it, it's still pretty sparse, so let's see, that was another 2, that's 13 hours. Yeah, it took me about 14 hours altogether to do all this. I wasn't going to do that on camera, that'd be way too many episodes. But yeah, so next time we return, I'll have wings. It'll be time for a boss fight. I'm going to try to get 5 mechanical, worms, skulls, and eyeballs. The next time, we do some boss rushes. Oh, I really hope this is strong enough. I really do. But yeah, so that's an update. I did do some work off camera like I said I would. And now it's time for some bosses to make up for my past failures. Until then. Well, that was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoyed gaming. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.